Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing Feed the Beast Interactions Remastered here on the FTOG server, and it's time to accomplish a few things. I've done some quality of life updates, and let me grab, no, I wanted to grab that so that I can make this, the Clayconia, yeah. It turns sand into clay at the cost of mana, which is okay. I can get the mana. I've been trying to get something other than oil, something I can produce like creosote. I can't get that dumped out into the world, so I can't actually have it available for my flowers to consume, even though it says it can consume it. It's been really annoying. Oh well, and this is taking forever, which is typically how these things go. Hey, it finally worked. Let's go down. And I set up a little thing here. This has been very nice, being able to get all the flowers I want. I went ahead and made this, the Ranucapris, and if we take a look at the thing on that, not too hard to make, except for this, palace crystals. Typically, you would make a atomic reconstructor. Yeah, that doesn't exist. Instead, I had to make these shards from the phytogenic insulator. I took lapis dust with some gallium dust with a lot of water and got 9 of these blue crystal shards, made the crystal. Anyway, the benefit of this is it will place, and I put it floating because it will place items that are out in its range on the block that's below it. And if I didn't have this as a floating flower, and this is coarse dirt here, it would be dirt, grass, whatever. I'd have to put it on the block below. And I don't want to do that. Got another floating hawk here with the mycelium on it, just to, or infected spore or whatever. Anyway, that provides a little bit of a time delay. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this pure daisy and put down the Clayconia, and let's just go, we'll just put you in here. So now any sand here will get converted into clay, which I think is a fantastic idea. In fact, let's get some sand. In fact, let's get a whole bunch of sand, because why not? I can get it for pretty cheap. And let's see, where are you connected to? Are you connected? I'm not seeing it. Let's move that here out of the way, grab that. And so if I'm looking at you, you are connected to, there's no mana in that pool. So let's change it to this pool over here. Shift click, shift click. All right. Did you do? No. No. I want to right click, yeah. Crouch right click. There we go. And so when I look at it, yeah, it's highlighting the correct, okay. It was weird. All right, let's paste that there, which is grand. And over here, I can just dump this into here. Hour clock with 10, I think, sand on it. Not sand, yeah, 10 sand. And yep, just like that, it will take the clay, or it'll take the sand, drop it, and it'll get placed on one of these 8, which almost instantly gets converted into the clay, which then gets sucked up into here. And I've been processing this. Unfortunately, the light concrete, it will place it, and then 80 seconds later it gets converted, if I use the pure daisy, into the living rock. But then I have to manually mine it up. I don't have a good block breaker that I could set up with any sort of whitelisting, blacklisting to say don't do this or do that. Likewise, I could put the crystals, the air, earth, fire, water, or whatever from Thaumcraft, I could have those get placed down here, and as they break, as they get converted by the pure daisy, the block breaks and it leaves the crystals. Unfortunately, the crystals will bind to any solid. No, not to the dirt, they shouldn't, but they'll bind to the other blocks around them, which prevents more from coming. It's a mess. I need something that will do that better, and none of this works. It also sometimes just placed those crystals on the dirt in kind of an invisible form. I could see the hitbox for it, but I couldn't see the crystals, and those wouldn't get broken. It was a mess. So yeah, but this was working very nicely for making clay. And you may be saying, okay, well, why do you need clay? That's a good question. Let's head back this direction. And what I need clay for is to be able to get aluminum easier. Now, currently, all I've done for getting aluminum, and let's take a look. How much do I have by? I've got 4.5 stacks of aluminum ingots, which is not bad. But if I wanted to make some aluminum, if I want to sit there and make some of these, not that, just regular aluminum. There we go. To make this, I need to run it through the blast furnace, and two options. Oh, that's interesting. Aluminum. Okay, I can make aluminum dust. Where is the ruby? Oh, because this is being made in the compressor by the 9 aluminum nuggets, which is being made from the ruby dust. There's other dusts too that you can do, ruby, sapphire, whatnot. I just went through all my ruby ores, ground them up, did the process, and got all of this. But if you take clay, let's go back to aluminum. There it is. If you throw aluminum dust through the blast furnace, and then it'll turn into aluminum ingots, and you can get that by running the electrolyzer on some of these various bits. MV, those are good. Looks like everything's MV. Oh, some LV, MV, and any of these will work, but the one I'm looking for specifically, of course, it's going to be the last one I click on. Here we go. It's on the very last one. Clay dust. If I take 13 clay dusts, MV, then I get 2 aluminum dusts out of them. It's not a great transfer, 13 to 2, but I can now take EMC to make sand to make clay. That's a pretty good deal. Now, I do get some byproducts, lithium and sodium and silicon dust and water. So what I've got over here is a place where I can put the pulverized sand and just run it through a macerator into here. That goes into the electrolyzer here, which gives me the 3 outputs plus water, which I don't need, and I just have that set to go into the trash can and get messed up. And I've done a few, as you can see, I've done quite a lot of aluminum dust. What I did is I went onto the overworld, found a marsh, and just mined up using my my soulbound, not soulbound, my silky pick, and got a bunch, like 4 or 5 stacks of clay. And you can pulverize in the macerator the clay balls or the clay blocks, and clay blocks are better. Right now, I'm sending it through a whole bunch of gold ore. I think it was like 3 times 9. So it would be like a full chest's worth of gold ore just to get more gold. In fact, you can see you've got the bunch of crush here. Oh, yes. Plenty of this, plenty of silicon dust, plenty of sodium dust, and some lithium dust. I will process those. This has also been grinding down my gold. And let's go down and get this processing here. This I'm going to use as the easiest way to generate my gold ingots. Yeah, let's snag those for right now. And I used to have over here something like 50 some odd stacks, and I've gone down a whole bunch because I don't use those the regeneration stones, all 9 of them. I would like my inventory back. Thank you very much. To do that instead, I've got a beacon over here. Let's run over. It's in one of the chunks I have loaded. What is... There was something... Oh, maybe that was a mob that popped through. Because all of a sudden... Oh, no, I can see that red. Oh, it's this stuff over here. I was sitting there going, why am I getting little red dots? Yep, that's the red dot. Okay, never mind. I don't want that sand. Get away. Anyway, what I set up over here, let's not run into the fire. Thank you very much. I've got my gold, because I was looking at it and going, am I really using gold for anything? Right now, not so much. And I had lots of ore. So I figured, let's make the tier 7 or tier 7, the tier 4 pyramid of power for my beacon to work with. So 3, and then you've got 5 by 5, and then 7 by 7, and I've got it all the way up to 9 by 9 with regeneration setup. But the benefit of that is if you use the Spectre lens, that effect works for you everywhere in this dimension. So I've got regeneration and haste, which is a nice benefit, but now I've got regeneration everywhere here in the overworld. So if I'm visiting somebody else's island, doesn't matter, I've got regeneration. And I went ahead and set up another one of these beacons. In fact, I made 7 beacons total. I don't know if that's the right block for the tier 4 blood magic altar, because I know that one needs to be the Sky Stone from AE2. I have none of that yet, but I think it's this. If not, I'm not too worried about, it was cheap enough to make these. Anyway, I made 7. One's here, one's in the overworld, and one is in the nether up on the roof, so that in those 3 dimensions where I go now, I have regeneration and haste in all of them, which works out well. I'm thinking that's a pretty cool deal. I did try over here. Somebody said, "Hey, you can do creosote and have your petunias actually burn creosote." In fact, it says if we hit U on this, we don't want fuel. Let's click this, or no, not for U on this. It shows the petunia will actually burn the creosote oil and generate mana 6 per tick, same amount as regular that black oil. Except I can't put it here. I'm right clicking and it just doesn't place. And I put it in the dispenser. It spits out the bucket. Did I actually turn that off, or is it still? Oh no, that's on still. Okay, good. I just don't want things ticking when they shouldn't. So yeah, I tried this in creative single player. I tried a whole bunch of different fluids. The only fluid I was able to get to work for this petunia was the oil. In fact, I don't have it here. Let's take a quick look. There's a bunch of them. Petro. And if we hit use on this, there's a bunch of these fluids. And like I said, this one gets dispensed, and I can right click it with a bucket. I can use the Actually Additions fluid placer that works with the oil, but methanol no, creosote no. I tried also light fuel, heavy fuel no. There's a bunch of these I tried. It didn't work. I seem to recall there's a bug open saying that this doesn't work, and it's fixed, but as of the 1.9 version of the mod pack, it's not fixed here for us. Anyway, I'm just gonna paste that there for later. So I've been playing with that, and yeah, how are we doing for? Oh, there you go. Got an entire stack there, which is cool. It's not uber fast because it's only placing one down at a time. But who cares? If I really wanted to, I could speed things up by dumping out a stack like that. And then, hey, you're supposed to place faster than that. Oh, well. I could do it manually. Let's do that here. See, I could sit there and come here and just go. And whoops. Oh, hey, it's got a much wider, it's got a much wider range. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was just the 3x3 around it. Well, that's what's having the goggles is very nice for, because now I can see, the range for it. So any sand in this area, perfect. Well, that's clay taken care of. And I think probably the easiest thing is if really? It doesn't like being combined that way. I bet I could compressor that. I wonder if I hit U for use and I want to put it in the compressor. See, that makes this R for this. Compressor looks like, whoa. I can take sand and use that to make clay using the Starlight Infuser, although I think that consumes a bucket of Starlight every time. Everything I've done with the Starlight Infuser has consumed the bucket every time. Either I have just really bad random, number gen that's just, or that's just the way it is. Let's get some food. How are we doing? We're down to 5. So we're down to the 4s. And I may make some more soon. All right. Deluxe nachos. Nom, 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 nom. So this will slowly produce the clay I need. I'll macerate it over there when the gold is done, and then run this through. And I believe these, let's grab a stack of this. Oh, hey. In fact, let's grab a stack of that. No. Okay, yes, these are, there's the quest complete. Okay, I don't need you or you or you. I believe I can just run this down through my processor here, and let's nuke this thing up. Hey. Oh, do you need something? Oh, I know why. Because you need to be changed to 1. Let's pull you out. 1. There we go. Yeah, I like that I don't actually have to have a programmed circuit in here, which is super, super nice. And this will eventually generate for me, holy cow, 44 seconds each. That's a long time. Oh well, but it is something that I could automate if I really wanted to. I don't need to click on that, but yeah, okay. So I can do that. How are you doing? You're going down. Oh, actually, that's running right now. So this is going up. And yes, it is going up, which is good. Let's check the creosote levels. Oh yeah, we're plenty good on the creosote. If I could burn that for the botania flowers, that would be fabulous. Oh well. How are you doing? Yeah, 2 EU. You are done? Yes, you are done, macerator-wise. Okay, cool. Let's, actually, I can just throw the clay dust into here. Let that macerate. 2 EU, 2 EU, plus the blast furnace down below. That's just fine. So, yep, that is going to work for me. I want to just kind of place that there a little bit better. I thought I had, oh, because it got placed up there. All right, I'm done trying to mess with that. We'll grab this, though. So that, being able to do the clay from sand to make the aluminum, I think that's an excellent idea, and definitely generating quite a lot of gold. But I think that'll be just fine. Yeah, we're getting halfway, a little bit more than a third of what I used to have. But I do have a mine running in a jungle in the overworld, and I did a whole bunch of mining manually, and it was filled all the way through here, plus whatever else I had burnt up and processed before. Let's go find out and see how it looks. So this is a gold mine that I had played with a long time ago and manually chewed it down here like this. And I ran my steam miner here, but this one is going so much better. How are you doing? It's still working. Looks like it's got a ways to go still. And how are you doing here? Oh yeah, see, that has produced a bunch. Why? Oh, that's magnetite. Okay, that's a new ore. So we've got vanadium down here and just magnetite and gold. So yeah, I've got an entire row of 9 stacks sitting there, and this is just massive. There is just so much gold. That's why I stopped mining. One, this was getting very annoying to get to, but it also was one of those things where there was just so much gold ore here that I was going, this is great. I did dig out this little section here and this chunk over here because they actually are slime chunks, and they kept spawning slimes occasionally as I was in there, and so that's how I got some of my slime kills, was using my my boomerang over here. All right, so yeah, this is my my gold mine in, and I saw the thing, it said in the jungle biome it actually are bigger, and yes, this is so much bigger, so much bigger. All right, I'm gonna steal the gold out of here. Whoop. That much at least, and yay. Also have the cave illuminator in here just in case anything opens up and it needs some lights. It takes care of it. I got a great suggestion dealing with the spectral energy that I could place it right up against my EU wires. I don't need a FE to EU or EU to FE sort of conversion. And it works. It generates the FE there. And that means I could come down to here, use my Spectre coil on an MV energy converter and my MV advanced miner, which does a 33 by 33. And it does a great job. So I've got a whole bunch of copper and iron or nickel and iron. So I will play with this later, but not for right now. Let me go home because I've been busying myself with a bunch of stuff. I used my miner. I keep wanting to look over there as if my miner is in that direction. It's in the overworld, but I did that because I wanted a different way of doing aluminum. I've got a decent amount of aluminum that I've been smelting, and I've been turning the dust into the aluminum. It takes a while for this to run. It takes 44 seconds and a lot of power. Right now, I've got 4 of these basic steam turbines. They are dedicated directly to this, and that's a lot of power. Fortunately, I have really gotten this set up so that it generates steam, and what I ended up doing was doubling my stuff. I decided that instead of having a single boiler, I would have 2, and they share all of the blocks here. And if we run around the back, they share. This is the creosote input, and they share this. And then I had to have water inputs and then item inputs, and they had to split with that. I did end up using my ender fluid one so I could do 2 different fluids at once, both the water and the creosote. I also, if we come over here, duplicated this. This is because I needed a lot more creosote because I ripped through the creosote. When that fires off, I ripped through the creosote fast. And so that's why I duplicated this, and they're sharing these blocks here. And I think in the back, they're sharing the outputs. That's what it is, the outputs. So the inputs, they're not. So this has been working great. And doing clay actually is a pretty easy way of making the aluminum dust. But there's a better one. I ran my miner in the nether. Whoops. Do I have some left? Yes. And I got some of this nether bauxite ore, which is aluminum. And I got a lot of it. I had a golden chest, and it was like 3/4 full of just the bauxite. So I've been crushing the bauxite and take the crushed bauxite. Like my aluminum. Yes. I've been taking the bauxite over to my forge hammer, and then tossing that in there, and then that's been hammering down my bauxite into the impure dust. Let's grab this, and then I've been running over to my cauldron and throwing it in there 1 stack at a time. Yeah, that's not going to scale. I've got a lot of bauxite, so let's dump the rest of this off so I have a clean inventory. I'm going to actually make a ore washer, and I was thinking, why should I care? Well, before up to this point, I didn't care because I was just making enough of this stuff that I was going, yeah, don't care. However, now I really do care. In fact, I'm going to take one of these and spit it in there. And you don't seem to be working. Why are you not working? All right, let's take a look at this thing again. You ore washer. Yeah. Oh, it needs a circuit of 2. Okay. There we go. Look how fast that is. That's really fast. That makes me super happy. I am going to have to put a chest here or move this down and put some cables so that it'll actually pull the stuff through. And then why get out? Oh, I may not have changed the option below. See, that's always active. Okay, I'll have to fix that. But this will give me water, and there's actually a water source down there. Not super fast. I may have to do a better job of the water, but I'm going to wash all my ore. it's going to come down into here, and then when it's washed, let me grab the bauxite, I can move it down to this chest and dump it into here. And this goes into the advanced electrolyzer, where once you get, I think it's 15 of them, it will go ahead and convert that into some oxygen, which at this point, or is it water? Let's see what it is. Okay, it's oxygen for this. For the clay, it was water. And for neither one of them do I really care at this point. But anyway, that could just void away. And this is processing, and this is where I've been getting a huge amount of aluminum dust and this rutile, which I don't really have any idea as to what I need it for yet. But the problem, though, is this takes a lot of power to turn into, and to melt it down and to turn it into an ingot. I don't see why, because, I'm thinking, yes, to electrolyze out the aluminum out of the ground up ore, it takes a lot of electricity. But once you've got a pure metal like this aluminum dust, or a aluminum soda can, and you want to melt it down, that takes a tiny fraction of the energy it takes to render out the ore in the first place. So, yeah, but Minecraft isn't realistic. Yeah, I get that. So I am making an advanced autoclave. And I was looking at these things and going, do I really need these things? Evidently, yes. I also need to make here an advanced lathe. Nothing really new. All these is same old, same old. If I come into here, though, I've got a slice of a sapphire. It's a sapphire plate. And if we plop that into there, I'm hoping this will make exactly what I want. We'll find out. That's really 60 seconds for this. Holy cow. If we look at the sapphire lens, okay, didn't need anything in here specific programming circuits or stuff like that. That's what I want. Because I'm going to have to make this. What is this? Well, I can't click it because I don't have the lens part done. It is the precision. Nope, I got that. This is the advanced cutting machine. I need vanadium steel buzzball. So for that vanadium steel blast furnace, I need some vanadium steel dust. And for that, so it's a mixture: chrome dust, vanadium dust, and steel dust. Well, I think I can do that. In fact, if we come over to here, hey, look, I've got all these bits. Let's take, and that's set up to 1. So let's go ahead and make some vanadium. And I think that's all I need. I think I only need like 4 pieces of that. Are you done? Yes. So I got my sapphire lens and a little bit of sapphire dust. Not that I care about that. This, if I put it into the precision laser engraver with a silicon wafer, well, hey, here's my precision, and let's put that there with a silicon wafer. And I got a bunch. In fact, I got one prepped right here as a quest reward. Otherwise, I would have to do a bunch of work. I would have to make this monocrystalline silicon boule, or boule. I don't know what I would say boule. Anyway, this I need gallium arsenide dust and a whole bunch of silicon dust. Silicon dust, sand, zeolite dust, bentonite, a whole bunch of different sand. Anyway, so this I need to make. Taking so long. Let's look at these things. So here's my 9 vanadium steel dust. Use on them. Looks like blast furnace is what I really need for these. Packager, alloy smelter. Oh no, I can't use the alloy smelter for that. So I do need the blast and MV. Okay, so let me grab that. Let's go downstairs. And this is off. Okay, good. And yep, still 1. So that will make me the vanadium steel I need, because this has got me the ULPIC wafer, extra raw ultra low power circuit. Well, cool. Not that I can really do anything with this. However, I do need to chop it up with the cutting saw. And that needs to be the MV cutting saw, which is why I need the friggin' barf. All right, so that's why I need this, which needs I need 4 of these plates, which is okay. I can do that once this has been melted. How long do you take to melt? 80 seconds. I don't even have one yet. All right, so, but looking at my stuff, I made the precision laser engraver, and I was trying to figure out why, and that was to sit there and make the leg. No, what is it? I'm over here. I've got some advanced steam turbines that I'm making. And then I want to make, this is the, no. I want to make, made the lathe, got the circuit, got the cutting machine it's working on, precision laser engraver, made it, okay. Energy hatch. This is what I need this for. I want to upgrade my blast furnace down below to a much stronger blast furnace, and for that I need 2 MV energy hatches. MV machine hull, that's just aluminum, wrought iron, and more aluminum if we drill into that. So, you know, I've made lots and lots of those. Go back to here. Copper cables, not a problem. The ULPIC, that's where I need the cutting saw on this wafer with a whole bunch of water, and that will give me the 6 I need. Well, I need 2, but I'll have 4 left over. And then the medium voltage coil, magnetic steel rods, well, I can charge those up over there. And I need some fine aluminum wires. Hey, here I've got 2 of those, and it needs 16 of each. And this will give for me these medium voltage coils. Yep, that's a 1, that's a 16. Okay, so that will produce, there's one of them. And that goes at the top. And so as soon as I have the vanadium, I need 4 of these, and I think I have 2. Yep, I have 2. Well, we might as well hammer these guys out. I'm assuming they will hammer out. Yep, looks like they will. Okay, good. Because I need 4 plates. And then looking at the... Oh, I got rid of the... Darn it. Cutting saw. I need the advanced cutting saw. Yep, cutting machine. Well, I only really need that. And that needs saw, hammer, file, and cutters. Okay, so saw, hammer, file, and cutters. All right. And cutters, put them in the other direction. There we go. So we've got that going. And this is already, oh yeah, this is already, it already went ahead, and because when we first looked and I started talking, the steam was down here and going down fast. It's already blasted through these 2 steam makers, and I went with the higher end energy fluid. Instead of using this, a single one, I split them because I always had steam in there, so it wasn't pushing it through correctly. With these 2, it works great. How are we doing for creosote? So we went down a 1/6 of the creosote with that one charging up. It goes through power really fast. Oh, how much more? Yeah, 60 seconds. So it is slow when I want it to be much, much faster. Now, a lot of this has been produced while I've been AFK. The miner, and again, I look in this direction because that's where I go to get to the miners. The miner just mines. And I don't care. It can mine while I'm asleep. That's just fine. A lot of these things getting macerated through here, not a problem. It can take forever and 5 days to do that. Don't care. This one's a fairly fast, pushing it through the forge hammer, but running back and forth to purify these ones. Nah, that was way too slow. All right, I think we've got a minute. Do we have an ingot? Nope. All right, here. 2, 1. Give me an ingot. Dang it. Thank you. Taking forever. All right. That can go in there. And as soon as we get that plate, yep. Oh, we got the plate. So now we can make the cutting saw. Nope. Down there. There's the cutting saw. Yay. So this is what was missing over here. There we go. There's my advanced cutting machine. And unfortunately, I can't really use this right now because I need water. But I do have, you're not water. No, that's mana. I do have a thingy of water kicking around here. So I think you're water. Nope, liquid nightmares. I don't have a bucket of water anywhere. Well, I will have to generate some water. Hey, I can do that. Let's take this, put that there. Let's put you back there. And now that I've got water coming out of here, which is good, let's put this, the water, no, let's crease out. Water is blue. Okay. I'm going to click on, can I get to it? Nope. I want to, fine. I'm going to come over. No, I need to have access to, because that's just the item conduit. I need to have a fluid conduit here. And I need to get low enough so that I can change this, the insert. I'm going to turn that off because this needs to be blue the other direction. There's blue. Now I can turn that on and that off, and now I can get water. There we go. So I can just put water here. I did the same thing earlier, but now it works again with the new setup. Let's get some more. Do I have the fluids? I do have some fluids. I want to grab another pressure fluid. So my cutting machine here. There's the cutting machine. For the nonce, I'll just put it here. And I use that wrong, the word nonce, because I got messed up by a funny thing happened on the way to the forum. Which is a funny thing, but all right, so 12K. That should do everything I need. And that's going to take forever. That's going to take 90 seconds to do. And I can tell right now that needs to be quieter. Let's grab the hammer. I'm going to hammer these things. So you, and you. All be quiet. Oh, you were not enabled before. Okay, you were. All right. Just being able to make them quiet is so nice. Just having noisy machines is annoying, frankly. But that's just the way it is. All right, so I am very close. This I need 4 of the advanced steam turbines, and we'll make those. And then I just need the 2 here. I do have, let's put my hippogriff away. I do have some mana steel here. And let's turn this off. I don't need you to cook anymore. This is almost done. And done. Okay, and so everything's turned off. So there's the vanadium. I don't need the rest for right now. I am going to, I should grab my wire cutters, because having the right tool would be handy. Wire cutters. Let's grab that wrench. I'm not sure if that's the right tool for breaking the stuff, but yeah, that's definitely faster. All right, so if I use the wrench, oh, much faster. And I did get them back. Okay, good. I was worried. I was worried there for a second. It's up. They're faster. They're not just super fast, but they're faster, definitely. Okay, let's put the power. Why are you pointing down? That's wrong. There we go. I should be able to... Yes. There we go. That's what I want them to do. And then I've got the mana steel cables. We'll go click, 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 and click. And then I'll have them come over to here. Why you don't connect? Because I have to click on them like this. Lame. All right. You connect over there, and you connect down there. And then you connect over here. And then I want you to... Now that I understand how these little hitboxes work, that's great. It's still just really annoying. All right. This cutter should have cut, and I need 2 of these. So now I can craft these. So now I've got MV energy catches. Dun, da, da, da. All right, so now comes the question. Will this... Oh, it did finish, which is exactly what I wanted. Let's connect it there and come over to here and connect it there. All right, so at this point, if I take one of these vanadium, they were taking 80 seconds to process, and now they're taking 40 seconds. So that's much better. And then these guys, all 4 of these are dedicated to these 2 down here. This looks like it's how's the steam doing? Yeah, steam's going down super fast. That's just the way it's gonna be. But now I've got an HV level blast furnace, and that should open up for me stainless steel. Why are you going backwards? Did you... I think it came out. No, it's still in there. That's interesting. These are not keeping up power-wise. Oh, this isn't keeping up steam-wise. That's the problem. Okay, I'm going to have to see if my pressurized steam conduits are better. But when this is working and I get enough steam in here, I should be good to go. And I should be able to start making stainless steel, which is the necessary items for HV components. Holy cow, there's a lot of jumping through hoops in here. But I really want to sit there and take and process a lot of this aluminum dust that I've got, and it should be twice as fast and less power with this setup as an HV instead of an MV. That's my hope. But I've got steam problems because those conduits are not working for me. Oh well, I will go fix that in a bit. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, having a bunch of fun here with... Okay, it's not all fun, because there's the frustration, okay, I need this to make that other thing, to make this third thing, yeah. But I've got progress here. Just not enough steam. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer. I am having fun here playing Feed the Beast Interactions Remastered on the FTOG server. And thanks for watching.